Hello, hello, and hello again. Welcome back to Lighthouse Effect. I'm Levante, and this reading is for March 6th through, I think, the 13th, which is my birthday. Okay? Pisces gang in the building. Let me double check that. But I believe this is from the 6th to the 13th. So I have a particular interest in this reading because that is the day your girl was born. So without further ado, we're going to get started with this reading. Shout out to all the Pisces out there. Okay, check in with me at the bottom of this video. It's our season. I'm excited. What y'all doing for Pisces out there? What y'all doing for our season? Okay, I need y'all in the comments quickly. Okay, let's see what energy. Oh, look at the energy. Look at that. This is the energy for the reading. Okay, good fortune. I knew there was something for me to be excited about with this reading. Okay, good fortune here. Okay, Pisces, I hope y'all, this was not meant to be a Pisces reading. However, I'm not mad at that. I will absolutely receive that, honey. Good fortune for the energy. What is the obstacle, okay, for this week? March 6th through March 13th. What is our obstacle? Okay, we've got lovers. Obstacle is lovers, okay? All right. Might be a little lover's quarrel. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so voice. We have voice here. And this is for outcome. This is for outcome. We have voice. Somebody's going to be speaking their mind. So I don't know, but I'm getting this. My awareness is instantly, this is going to be a situation. This seems to be a situation with someone. Let me say that. This is going to be a situation with someone. Whether it's a love interest, romantic partner, significant other, parent, a sibling, but the outcome we have is the divine. We've got the divine stepping. This is the advice. This is the advice. We have the outcome here. So the voice is your outcome. The divine is your advice. Let's pull some tarot cards and dive deeper into this divine message. Good fortune. Okay, energy, spirit, give us the clarifier for this energy card, spirit, okay? I knew I was excited for this reading. We've got the Harvest of Cups here for the energy. So this is the king. This would be the equivalent to the King of Cups. And this is the energy with that good fortune, okay? Let's check obstacle with this lovers. Oh my God, if we were to get the lovers card with the lovers, we got another king here, King of Wands with the lovers card. So there's some dominance here. There's some domineering energy, but then we also have some loving and caring, kind of emotionally mature energy here. Okay. All right, let's tap into, so that's the obstacle. So let's tap into this outcome. Let's tap into this outcome energy. The voice. What are we supposed to be doing with our voice here, spirit? What's going on with our voice? That throat chakra, honey. Does it need to be expressed? Y'all, we got another wand, so 10 of Wands. It's some shit that we got to let go. We holding some stuff in, okay? This is very interesting here with this 10 of Wands and the voice. Okay. You're going to be releasing something. You're going to be speaking up, speaking out advice, the divine. Spirit, what do you want to show us for this week with the divine energy? Judgment. Okay. So an awakening coming through. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Which, you know what? I'm not mad at this energy. I'm absolutely not mad at this energy for the week. There's well, let's just start off with the energy of the week of March 6th through March 13th. Okay, we have good fortune. This is energy this energy is about prosperity. This is like that lucky energy to me. What I'm seeing is maybe this is someone in the relationship, or when I say relationship, it's not necessarily romantical. All right. It's not necessarily significant other. It can be, but it could also be just a loved one or a friend in your life. Okay. Or a partnership, a business partner, but someone that I do feel you hold dear. You care about what they feel about you, what you feel about them. Their opinion matters, their feeling matters. And I feel like there's an emotional balance that happens. You hit this streak, the energy of, you know what, I've got my emotions in order. They're stabilized, right? You're not too analytical, but you are able to balance your head and your heart. And that makes you feel you're prosperous in that. And that makes you feel really good this week. Okay. So for those of you who are hanging out with me today, this week looks promising. It's filled with love. It's filled with stability, emotional stability. For me, there's an emotional maturity that you step into. You're in your bag as far as your feelings go. It feels like a good month for you. Okay. Now for obstacle, I feel as though that you're balancing your emotions because perhaps you're dealing with a partner who is maybe the opposite, and that is where the challenge is going to come in, because they're not as emotionally mature, should I say. They're more on that like I was saying before, that domineering side. And maybe there's a clash because you're hitting your stride. Okay. I feel as though emotionally and you're in your loving bag. You're not overly sensitive, but you hit this sweet spot where you're able to handle anything that comes your way from this person. Now, also, you may be doing this so much and may be in this emotional maturity, right? You may be in this heightened emotional intellect, right? But it may be a little challenging for you to step over into this domineering phase with a partner or with a loved one, where you might need to be a little bit more aggressive. Okay. And you're having a hard time doing that. Maybe you need to be a little bit more passionate with this King of Wands energy here. Maybe being a little bit more spontaneous. Maybe there's a partner out there that needs you to not be as emotional, right? Or in your feelings, and really kind of step into that passionate side of things. Maybe step into that leadership role. Maybe be a little bit more domineering, a little bit more, assertive in your energy. Maybe they're calling for you to do that, but you're like, yo, I'm over here floating, right? But it may be a little bit tough for you to tap into that energy, I feel. And I think that this week could be an opportunity for you to step into that King of Wands energy, so to speak. Also, I do feel like, this is about choice, right? With the Lover's card, this is also about And this is just going a little bit deeper, but this is also about choice. And because you may be so focused on your feelings and kind of stabilizing them and not really being swayed each way, you're so focused on trying to control your emotions and deal with your feelings that, you know, you're having a hard time making the choice to be this assertive person, right? Maybe there's a situation that comes up in this week where they need you to, something or someone needs you to be a little bit more aggressive. But I feel like this is with someone. Spirit is bringing that into my awareness, where this week there's someone that's causing for you to be a little bit more assertive, a little bit more aggressive, and a little bit more passionate. Maybe a little bit more domineering, okay? And the way that once you do that, you're going to step into this outcome of your voice and expressing yourself. You got a lot to say, okay? With the 10 of Wands, there's a lot that you are holding in. There's a lot that you're carrying, but because you have that, you're in that King of Cups energy, you're not really trying to rock the boat. But this needs to be done. You need to express yourself with this person. I really feel like this is a person because we have these two people here on the voice card, and then we also have the Lovers card here. And so in my awareness, I'm picking up on this is possibly a situation with someone. Okay, that's just the way that I'm leaning and what I'm feeling intuitively. But speak up, speak out to your partner. You got to express yourself I feel like release that throat chakra, honey. Maybe throw some blue into the mix. You know, maybe get some singing out or something, but find something that is going to inspire you to release, because you're harboring something. There's something that needs to be said, and there's a lot of it with this 10 of Wands that you have been carrying that needs to come out, that needs to be let go. And the divine, because it says divine here, but I feel like Spirit's advice to you is to tap into that divine energy. Okay, you have the Judgment card here, which is, this is my card for waking up. Okay, being called to do more. And I feel like Spirit is calling for you. They're saying, hey, this is needed. You need to wake up. Flip some damn tables over, okay? With that 10 of Wands and that King of Wands energy, you might need to get a little bit more aggressive to get your point across. And this week is the time to do it. So answer the call from the divine. This is emotion, okay? The divine card, I don't know if you can see all of this water here on this divine card, but this is literally pure emotion. I think, you know, you're so in the zone with your emotions and being stable, but there's something, and I'm also hearing cry. That is what just came to me. Someone out there needs to cry and release and let that go. Whatever this is that you're carrying with this 10 of Wands energy, there's something that you need to release. You're too busy, I think, trying to control your emotions, and that's okay. That's great. But this good fortune with controlling your emotions is only going to last for so long. All right, gang? So you need to cry. I feel like there's something that needs to be released. There's a purification that's going to happen with you this week. You're going to wake up and release, you're going to realize, like, yo, I really need to let this out, or I need to be aggressive. Like, maybe don't control everything all the time, but, you know, maybe sometimes you need to let them emotions go and let people really feel you. All right. You know, sometimes you got to pop out and show it, okay? It's all right. But there's going to be an awakening that happens once you do release and you let that go. Powerful message, beautiful message. I'm going to, let's pull a couple of tea leaves, okay? I've already pre-shuffled, but I want to pull a couple of these to close out and round out the reading, okay? Ooh. All right, we've got egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work, all right? March 6th through March 13th. I'm here for the success. And then we got this good fortune card, okay? So I'm excited about that. Y'all let me know what good fortune comes your way. We've got Tankard. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Enjoyment. Okay? This is a great ass week. And it's the week of my birthday. So I'm here for all of this energy. I'm here for all of this energy. We're going to get maybe one or two more. I'm really loving the energy of this week, so I might just do two more, and that's what came out. We got two more. So we have Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. What is going on here? We got too much concern with sexual matters. All right. I mean, I did say this might be with someone, so for those of you who this message is pertaining to, a significant other, all right, maybe you shouldn't be concerned about the sexual matters and be more concerned about what's really going on under all of that. Okay, and then we, lastly but not least, we have obstacles to overcome with hills. So we definitely have an obstacle to overcome with choosing to be more aggressive, maybe more assertive, not aggressive in a bad way, but just aggressive enough or assertive enough to let motherfuckers feel you. Okay, let them know how you feel and what's going on. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, which was rather divine, might I add. Okay, but thank you guys so much. Take what resonates and leave the rest on the shelf for somebody else if it doesn't. And as always, be kind to one another, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves. Peace.